Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're on another adventure. We're gonna go camping this weekend. We're heading over White Pass. So this is White Pass here. It's beautiful. And our destination is Thousand Trails Paradise. So we got about another hour to go, but we decided to stop in White Pass for a little bit. White Pass, Washington on Highway 12. It's beautiful. All right, so we just arrived at Thousand Trails Paradise. It is technically in the city of Silver Creek, Washington. So we just got set up, a little pop-up tent right behind the van, and here's the Solis. So we get to use the pop-up tent tonight because we brought our niece. There's our niece. Say hi, Alexis.
Hi.
Yeah, so we get to use the pop-up tent again tonight. That'll be nice. We found a cool shady spot. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any informative content. So throughout this video, I'll just be sharing, how we set up, and the pop-up tent involved now. So that'll be a nice feature, and we'll show you what the inside looks like, and we'll give you a walk through the entire campground as well. So one of the things we like to do is we like to set up a pop-up tent over our picnic table behind the van. It works out pretty good because usually the camping spots are large enough to where you can fit your van and then some additional camping equipment behind the van. So we usually will move the picnic table behind the van. We'll set up the pop-up tent for additional shade, and then we'll just set up the camping chairs around the area, typically around the campfire. So the campfire is behind us right now. So I'll show you what the inside of the van looks like.
People going fishing like crazy here. I wonder what kind of fish we can get. No.
Enjoying a little campfire.
Alexis, we haven't had any pictures yet.
Good morning. It's Friday, July 5th, the day after 4th of July. And as promised, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into how we set the van up when we go camping. So this is kind of a special situation as well, because we're actually using the pop-up tent this weekend. So let me show you how we set up the tent. So from the outside, like I said before, we usually put the pop-up tent behind the van, and we situate the picnic table so that we obviously have a place to sit, with the chairs and around the fire pit. But it works out nicely. Let me come around to the front and to the other side. But I do definitely like to plug in. So we do have a full hookup, and then I do connect the water, keep the back doors open. So I connect the water and put on a water filter. Okay. And so what I usually do is I also put on the shades, so you could see the shades there. Keep the intense heat out of the van. I do put the bug cover down to help keep the bugs out. But I know it's a little messy, and that's okay, because I mean, this is camping, so this is kind of what it looks like. And so we have our bed down. We kind of utilize, there's 2 storage cubbies on both sides of the bed, so I'll use one side, Melanie uses the other side. And let's see, when we're traveling, I do put a majority of the stuff underneath the bed, and then I do put a bunch of light items on top of the bed. So maybe, we put all our clothes in a duffel bag, or a couple little backpacks or shopping bags, so we kind of keep everything that's light on top of the bed, and the heavier stuff we'll put underneath. So maybe like the chairs and any of that nature we'll just put under there. But I use this cabinet here. This is very convenient for our cured coffee, so it kind of fits nicely in there. We'll use this storage compartment for dishes, so just basic dishes that we use for camping. Let's see, and up here, this is just kind of overhead storage area. I might have some maps, some games. There's a huge emergency flashlight up there. Sometimes when it's just my wife and I'll actually set up the pedestal table there, but because our niece is with us this weekend, we're actually utilizing the pop-up tent, so I just have the ladder here for her conveniently, so I don't have to. But I mean, basically it's it's your typical pop-up tent area. We do have the ability to open the shades there and have airflow, but it is still kind of early in the day, so it does actually get a little cold up here at night, and so that's why she has all her covers up here. But as you can see, this shade is open, so you get some nice light and airflow flowing through that. So there's maybe a better look at that. Yeah, I mean, if we had the pop-up tent closed, I'd have the table here, I'd have this chair turned around, so we can utilize these 2 seats and this chair for kind of a dinette area, and then this chair obviously is just extra. The bathroom, of course, that's self-explanatory. No need to show you what the bathroom looks like. But I bought this at Amazon. I have a link in the description below if you're interested, but it comes in handy. I'll just hang my keys there, air freshener. Just trying to think what else we do when we come camping. The refrigerator, we put as much as we can in the refrigerator. A lot of the food items And then what we also do is we bring an extra cooler. We bring an extra cooler with us, and we fill that with drinks. So here's our extra cooler. We also bring a Coleman stove, and then we bring an air fryer with us as well. We can just plug that into the back area here. So we just plug it in to that outlet. But I am working a little bit today, so I have my laptop plugged in. And this is kind of the back storage area. I do keep a lot of my water hoses in this area, and then just some extra bags that we need quick access to, like maybe some paper plates and cups. You know, we have some chips and hamburger buns and a couple of pans there. But I mean, yeah, that's our setup when we go camping. It's pretty comfy. This site is very shady, so on a hot day like it's been so far, it definitely comes in handy. All right, we'll show you what the campground looks like next. Thanks for watching. Good morning. It's Saturday morning at Thousand Trails Paradise RV Resort, and so as promised, I'm gonna just take you around the campground. For me, I like to explain it. There's three sections. There's a section by the entrance, which is most of the sites are on a kind of a terrace. They're all terraced, and they have their own bathroom. And then the middle section is kind of the main section. You have the pools and the general store, you have the showers, you have some full hookups. And then you have this section. This section is mostly shady. It's all water and sewer. And so on a super hot day like today, this is a great place to take a walk. And so I'm just going to kind of walk you around this section. It's a rather large section, but there are a lot of nice shady spots in here. Again, water and sewer, but the dump station is really convenient because it's on one of the main roads that you see right there, and then right to the left. So if you need to make a quick RV dump, you have close access. If you have a cassette toilet like we do, I just pull it out and walk 100 yards that way and dump it. It's pretty convenient. All right, let's continue with the walk. So we just made a kind of a circle back over to the north end of this shady section, and so you could see some of the sites definitely are sitting in the sun. And so as we're exiting this section, you could see part of the center section right here. So you can see part of the center section off in the distance is covered in pine trees, which is actually straight ahead, and some of the cabins are in that area. But you can see most of the center section, also kind of part of the shady section, is kind of sunny. And so you've also got some sites back here. This is, I guess you would call it the north section, mostly water and sewer, and mostly shady sites, so it works out pretty good.